see. Test 1 2 1 2. Welcome everybody. Good morning, good day, good evening. I'm Takeshy. I'm here with First Scroll.
He certainly is.
And just to make fun of everything, this is the stupid thing that I get all the time. Your microphone is muted but has no signal. I'm pretty sure it does have signal.
Okay.
Just in case, hopefully you can hear me and you can hear Quill as well. So, here we are after a long while. Do you even remember what was last time? Probably not.
That does make me curious when the last air date was for the reaction we did for Elements of Justice.
I mean, it was definitely months ago.
This next series we're starting up, is it a case file that is finished online?
No, this is. It doesn't seem like it's finished.
Okay.
But there are two more already up.
Alright. Well, we started some before that had a long pause because they weren't ready to present the next episode yet.
And all I remember that we are going back to a case that was already solved, but this time Sherlock Holmes is on the case, and they have to figure out what actually happened.
We'd probably be here for many more months if we waited for the whole series to finish for this one case. And it would probably take at least a whole episode, maybe several, in order to finish even one of these videos. After all the talking we do over it too.
I mean, just like the ratings that we do, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's fun.
It is fun. But this video is more than an hour long. You can watch it on your own if you don't want us talking to it, because we will talk to it. This is a reaction video. It is available, and actually you should actually watch it on your own first, because we are definitely gonna miss a lot of little moments that you might actually find out, or we might actually find some moment that you didn't see.
Is the link to the video going to be in this description?
It is in the description.
There you go.
They are going to a director change, and they haven't uploaded in 11 months, but they are getting to it. They have an update video that we have watched before. Luckily they are fine, they are getting back to continue the project as well.
Is this after the conclusion of the case of the death of Royal Order?
Yeah, this is after it.
Okay.
I mean, this case happened before, but they are revisiting the case.
Okay.
So
the dogs have invaded again.
Let's admit it again. Let's do the video and let's see what happened last time on Dragon Ball Z. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
I wish you could play the theme song they played for the recap of Dragon Ball Z when you said that.
I get it. I'm the last pony you want to talk to right now, but I can't help unless you open up to me.
Pinkie Pie. She was there. She saw what happened.
Did you know the victim?
Her name's Streamline. She's a Wonderbolt reservist, just like me. They think I poisoned her!
Sonata's actually the one leading your case, not me. I'll be her co-counsel.
We're gonna prove that Rarity's innocent and save the day!
We want to help Rarity, and we were hoping you could help us do that.
Before he came to Barnaway, Mr. Concept worked at a place called Charismatics Mare Attic. The lead detective is there right now.
I wonder what that detective will say when we turn up.
I can't let myself get distracted by other stuff, like these Pantomimia sisters. Get ready, Equestria. Here comes justice.
Okay. Justice showed a lot in my memory. especially the part where Rainbow Dash was so annoying in that scene that she was not answering any questions. He was literally pulling the whole time that they wasted at least half an hour on trying to get some information out of Rainbow Dash. While we know that they are there to defend them.
I can accept that from Rainbow Dash. It's actually why she's not my favorite character. Because I know what she's like when something irritates her. Like, you remember at the time where she's learning her turtle tank
Yes?
is going to go down for a hibernation nap? She destroyed an entire factory to try to eliminate winter from coming.
Okay, you remind me of the holiday.
Exactly.
I mean, that is almost the same thing. We just know there is no hospital may give. I don't know if there is.
We do know she has a belligerent side, so I'm not going to look at this and say, wait a second, that's out of character. Like, no, I do accept it. If she's irritated, then she will act belligerently. But we've also seen her at the best of times, too. I mean, that's also in character. When she's, in a more determined or good mood or competitive.
I mean, she is always competitive. She is the element of competition. There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, I got reminded of the two sisters as well. One of them who disappeared suddenly. The Phantomobia sisters or whatever they are called. Hey, didn't it?
I didn't recall about the death of Streamlined at all. So that recap certainly helped to get a little more context on what's going on here. So a Wonderbolt reservist has apparently died, and they're starting to suspect Rainbow for poisoning her, because as potential competition for a Wonderbolt spot, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, Rainbow Dash is not a Wonderbolt.
And it sounds like she had a strong issue with her attorney, because that lady used to attack her too in the past, trying to frame Rainbow or something.
Or lighting dust. I don't think it's lighting dust, but
one other screen that showed, but this was a still image this time, showed the prosecutor might be Trixie. Okay. I question her qualification, but I could do the same with Blue Blood, I suppose. You did an okay job from what I remember. And Celestia as the judge. Well, she certainly would have the authority for that.
I mean, she did his eyes for a charge in the other case. So it makes sense.
And then yet another case, we had Luna as the prosecutor, so the sisters got involved in multiple sides of these cases.
Yeah.
Just to show they're around.
I wonder if Equity is coming back later on from her.
She might.
She might.
Let's go and see.
Let's see. Team 1. Level 21. Oh, charismatic. That's a sage way to write it.
What a name! What kind of place is it?
Given how playwrights spoke, it can't be great.
All right, no time to lose. Let's head in, start busting heads, and wait!
You should bust heads here.
What's wrong, Apollo?
Oh, I just want to check before we go in case it's dangerous or something.
Dangerous?
Oh, I love this song that's playing in the background right now.
That's sweet and all, but you don't need to be such a worrywart. This city might be strange, but compared to Ponyville...
You've never been that, AJ?
Look
no.
with me, okay?
All right, Apollo.
Tell you what, though, how's Apollo going to handle the potential danger there? Is he armed?
He can't tell me.
Tell me, Does that look like Ponyville?
Nope.
No, it looks like a nice skin to
Exactly.
me.
Alright, Sweetie Belle, Spike, it's decided. You're staying outside.
Cause Apollo and I, as the adults, think it's for the best.
I thought that he's not healthy as a lord per se.
What about me, though? What am I doing?
You're staying outside too.
Oh, come on!
Trucy, if Mr. Wright finds out I let you see
If it's
what's
that
in
dark in there,
I'll be cleaning the toilet. for the
Spike can
next
help
decade.
create a torch.
But
Or
Polly, you need
Sweetie Belle light it
someone
up with her horn.
I mean, Tuesday would be able to pull out the torch from her
This is
bloomers.
different.
She literally can do that.
You see that, don't you?
I expect Apollo to pull out a flashlight.
But
If that's
what
needed.
about, you know...
I mean, there was someone here without any notice, so I don't think he has a flashlight at the
Don't you
moment.
fret, Trucy. I'll stay outside and keep my eye on them. That said, I also don't like the idea of you going in alone, Apollo. You ought to bring Trucy with you. Don't want to risk missing anything important now, do you?
Fine. But close your
Doesn't
eyes.
quite sound like AJ, but I'll accept that.
At least until I say you can open them.
Apollo, why should she close her eyes? It's already dark in there. It's not like a birthday party that, oh, close your eyes, don't speak.
That's to make it darker, I guess. Don't want to spoil the surprise.
It's not that dark here.
Staring at us.
Is it safe to open my eyes now?
I don't know.
That's not a no, Polly! I'm gonna open them.
I don't
wait
see
until I say so.
any problem here.
See? No big deal.
Looks like a kind of a luxury hotel or a casino.
Menacingly.
Or
Why are you
entrance.
being so grumpy about it?
I can't help it. It doesn't feel right. Interacting with ponies, being stared at like I'm some exotic creature.
You don't mind rarity, though.
Well, that's different. For one, she's not.
I mean, if a portal from my quest came to us,
She's not
they
some
would be
random
treated like
fish
that as
who I
well.
have nothing in common with. Like I said, she takes herself seriously, and she's passionate about her work. And
Never mind that, Polly. Where should we go now?
I think I see some stairs at the back. The rooms
I
are
don't know why it's
probably
called
open.
Polly,
Let's
but
check.
it makes me wonder if he wants a cracker.
No, because his name is Apollo, and Lucy is the one who named him Polly. Apollo.
Okay.
Also, Apollo. No, I wouldn't go to the set immediately. You should check the little ticket office if there's somebody over there. You said they are staring at you, right? So the first thing you do is go to the entrance, and talk to the wall behind the window. If you are getting information, right? Instead of going around without any questions.
I had a mixed opinion that flashed in my head about they did invite other ponies in there. It would help to guide them. What's going on around here? Hello again. And,
Hi, everyone.
but if anyone else does come with them, they might also tamper with evidence.
Yeah. No, it looks like it goes off. Go back to this.
Please! Oh, please, please, please! I beg you to reconsider!
That decision was final, no matter how much you beg.
Oh boy, I recognize that whiny voice.
Do you want me to grovel? Because I'll do it! I'll do anything, just please, please!
And what isn't who the other one is?
Sake, have some dignity! What would Princess Celestia think if she saw you?
I just want to retain my position.
I have already explained why that's no longer feasible. Your behavior was a complete farce. You embarrassed both yourself and your colleagues, then continued to act foolishly after the fact. It's clear your competency as a prosecutor is in dire need of evaluation.
Oof.
Hence your removal from the case, and subsequent hearing with the investigation committee in the coming days.
Now please, go home.
Fine.
Somehow, my opinion of that guy has actually gotten worse since the last time I saw him.
You expected it to get better?
I mean,
Excuse me, can I help you too?
Well, there's potential room for improvement.
is that the principal from Expressing Girls? The one who was
Stitch?
Twilight? Yeah. I can actually see that. If it was me.
Probably not, but yeah, I could understand why you said that. I'll need more information. I just saw her.
Maybe?
You're the humans that recently arrived in Equestria, aren't you?
No, we are the humans that lived here for centuries.
Actually, we were wiggling balls of tentacles.
Yeah.
Surprise!
I love this very stupid question. And you are a pony, right? That is the answer. Please.
Yes, I'm Apollo Justice, defense attorney.
And I'm Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire.
Mr. Justice and Ms. Wright, you say? You wouldn't be related to a Mr. Phoenix,
Oh,
right,
you
would
know, I mean,
Yep, that's my daddy.
yeah, because Felix Wright won against Blue Blood.
Absolutely splendid! Equestria owes your father a debt of gratitude. I am Fated Pursuit, one of the
Fated
Equestrian
Pursuit?
High Council members. A pleasure to meet you.
Wait, you're a member of the High Council?
And we're
I
not
am indeed.
also on the right.
These days, that is. My official title is that of the headmistress. Before, I was but a humble teacher, then a superintendent working in Her Majesty's education system. Oh, some days I do miss the classroom. The administrative work of being the headmistress leaves a lot to be desired.
Really? I'd hate to be stuck in a stuffy classroom day in and day out.
Okay, Apollo. There are people who actually like to teach. Everyone has different opinions on everything, and that's all fine.
Yeah, he's expressing his own opinion. He's not saying to her, "Oh, you shouldn't have liked it because
No.
I don't like it." Yeah. By the way, you compared her to Cinch, and it turns out she was in the education system. That's an interesting coincidence.
And she climbed the ladder very fast.
Sounds ambitious.
Sounds ambitious and suspicious at the same time.
Okay.
Teaching is more than being stuck, Mr. Justice. Education isn't just sitting in a classroom all day. It's an experience. One that, if felt fully, can transform your life into something greater. That is what Princess Celestia, Her Royal Highness, believes, and what I have dedicated my entire life to.
Then why are you in the High Council?
Also, how is she standing up? Okay, now she's holding the umbrella with both forehooves. I would think you just plop on forward.
I mean, no, I have a counter argument for that because my noodles already do that. Sometimes when they jam this, I mean, there's no bone right here. That. They jam this bone and literally send them right like this. They do this. It's possible.
She's leaning forward too, though. She really would be plop forward. If you're going to stand on her hind legs, you have to be more erect than that.
I have one counter argument. Magic.
Pinky has temporarily pulled it off, but sometimes she still plops forward.
I mean, it's castle logic, you know? If they don't notice it, that, oh wait, I'm standing on two legs, I shouldn't be. They won't
Maybe
fall.
there's some wind blowing into that umbrella to help Straighten her poser?
Okay, I'm taking it back. This is not Sage. This is Mary Poppins.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with her on the education part. That it is fine, but it really depends on what the subject is and who the teacher is. How they interact with the student. It can create a different experience for everyone. I mean, if someone doesn't like, let's say, math, they won't like math, no matter who the teacher is. You can change that.
There's nothing more noble in my view than shaping young minds for the future. I could do that more effectively in a room filled with chalkboards and erasers than I can now.
She's definitely enthusiastic. But at least she's not spouting philosophical garbage like a certain other teacher.
Who are you talking about,
How
Apollo?
she speaks about her high council duties.
Not that there aren't aspects of my current duties that I do enjoy. For instance, being able to work more closely with Princess Celestia.
Ah,
It's an absolute privilege. She's helped lower the cost of education
that sure is.
and substantially improve the overall quality. Why, her own school for gifted unicorns is the premier example of what a school can do. The number of graduates has never been higher. The number of alumni making their mark on history continues to soar.
This is one thing that I never agree with. They always count, the number of graduates is high. Yes. What does it say? Does it say that people learn a lot? Does it mean that the students are good? Does it mean that the teachers are good? Or the education is so shit that they let everyone through? It doesn't say anything, it's just numbers. It literally says nothing. If it would say that, yeah, they get it from here, and they all got work, all got jobs, that's a different thing. I have heard so many people who finish school and then don't find a job because they are overeducated. Or they found a job and they couldn't do it because they didn't teach that.
Well,
But-
trade school I once went to did make the warning, when it comes to the skills we teach you, use it or lose it.
Yeah. So it seems this character went up the ladder to get close to Celestia and get her up on all the things like lowering education prices and all the things like that. Did I give up her own teaching session for that?
Never been higher. The number of alumni making their mark on history continues to soar.
You make it sound like it's some perfect system.
Of course! It's the perfect representation of a perfect system!
Is it? You mean there aren't any, like, hiccups or incidents?
Incidents? Whatever do you mean?
Do you hear that music?
You know.
Yeah?
Bullying, fighting.
Mr. Justice, I can assure you that Princess Celestia would never allow such tomfoolery in either her school or any other.
Let me see. Munessa? There's no bullying, right?
And I can most certainly tell you that in my time as headmistress, such incidents have never occurred.
And I can tell you that kids remember kids, no matter where you go. And no matter what you do, there's gonna be almost at least a little bit of bullying, there's gonna be mischief, there's gonna be something that even the mistress cannot see. It doesn't have to be open. But it's happening.
If it really is a perfect system, I'd be
I guess
concerned
this
about the
explains
reason
why
for
Prince
it.
Blueblood wanted to fight
Yeah.
you so badly. You being a member of the High Council and all.
As persistent as a roach, coming here of all places just to speak to me, knowing full well nothing would change. Though, that begs the question, what are you two doing here?
Getting information.
Actually has a little to do with what Prince Blueblood was talking about. We're investigating Miss Rarity's case. The one about Overall Concept's death.
I see. I am sorry for everything that has happened to her. Many young fillies look up to Miss Rarity. It's such a shame this happened to some pony so reputable.
Notice how she said your face, not me.
It really is.
I guess
And
Colt
it
still
beggars
looked up to her
belief.
then.
Murder? Once again? What is Equestria coming to?
I think I might have confused you. We're still dealing with the same victim for the Manhattan trial last week. There hasn't been another murder.
Oh, yes, quite so. Still a very troubling affair, wouldn't you say?
This woman is seriously on the High Council? She seems a little ditzy.
No, Apollo, this woman is not trying to eat muffins. She is
Trucy.
definitely.
Trucy is a ghost.
No.
Actually, Miss Pursuit, if Prince Blueblood's not going to be the prosecutor, who is?
Who is
I
this?
do apologize. I don't know the answer to that, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's a little unfortunate.
You just got done lecturing the guy about all this. How do you not know who's going to replace him?
Oh,
Because it's not her job. That's why she said to Blueblood that, yeah, I can't do anything for you. It's not my job.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what the High Council entails. It sounds like a leadership position that might decide a bunch of things. It
Yeah, a High Council
potentially could-
member.
Hmm.
Not alone. The High Council is not one person or not one pony.
Yeah, probably. It wouldn't be called a council if it was just one individual.
Yeah. And I'm assuming there is one other High Council member coming.
Yes. How do you not know who's going to replace him?
oh, peddling that narrative about the perfect monarchy, Fated.
That sounds like Sherlock.
What the? Who's this guy?
Hello, Philo. As terrible with timing as ever. We've already wrapped up that avenue of conversation, and I can assure you no peddling was involved.
How excellent. That is quite courteous of you.
Why Philo though?
Are you familiar with that pony?
I mean, it's Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
I don't know why they named him Philo. I mean, obviously because of copyrightations.
I take it you aren't busy, given that you're here.
Au contraire, my contrarian. I have been busy, actually, and I still am. Hence why I am here.
I must say, I certainly never expected to see some pony like you in a place such as this.
Rest easy, Fated. I know how to separate business from pleasure.
Question: Is it some kind of yes?
And I can speak with an English accent.
Huh. Is it some kind of casualistic or something like that?
Well, she doesn't like him for some reason, and
You're busy.
she does seem like someone with stiff standards. Really strict inside the box thinking.
Yeah, and she doesn't really like her Philo, it seems. because of his eccentricity.
Know how to separate business from pleasure.
Well, if you're busy, I won't keep you. Unless Pester Faded Pursuit is on the agenda today.
I apologize. My earlier remark wasn't meant to slander the monarchy. I simply mean to remind you not to treat it as though it is infallible.
Ooh.
Regardless of what you think, even a school as bright as Celestia's can cast a shadow if you look hard enough.
History proves the monarchy's capability, Philo. Do you have so little faith in them that...
I know what history has shown, and I agree. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown, but the throne is certainly born that weight. Even so, it's important to remember that perfection does not exist, and believing that those in power have it is naive.
Okay. I agree with you, Philo, and I know that Sherlock was a critical thinker and always looked at the other side of the books as well. But you should think of who you are talking to in one topic. Because Pursuit is definitely very much in awe of the monarchy and Princess Celestia. And yes, literally like saying that, your taste is shit.
Well, how about a surprising response would be like, she says, "Oh, you're totally right, Philo.
Yeah?
I completely changed my mind because you said that."
Start arguing with Miss Pursuit.
Oh, my apologies. I get so ahead of myself sometimes. You wouldn't believe it.
I think I would, actually.
That makes me wonder, though. Miss Pursuit, why do you call it a monarchy if there's more than one ruling princess? I mean, there's Princess Luna, right?
That's a shadow. Nobody thinks of Princess Luna as a ruler of a Corsair. Even
the odds would be if she said, respond to that, "How dare you speak that name?"
I mean, in a sense, if you think about that, Luna is not healthy awake during the daylight when the police are. So all they see is Princess Celestia. They might just see that, yes, there's another princess, Celestia's sister, who is never awake.
If they did form some royal duties for official decision making and all that during the nighttime, the monarchy could actually be in operation 24/7.
Yeah?
Because they can do it in shifts.
I mean, we know Luna has a different purpose. But yeah,
they're made to rule over during the nighttime, and that was kind of the issue here. It's one of the reasons why she was able to devote so much time to other tasks, like helping ponies out in their dreams, because everyone else is asleep.
How would you even call it in that rule that? Luaki? Luaki or what?
That's kind of their point, though. Monarchy just means one.
Yeah?
Mano y
I
mano.
don't mean to offend, I assure you. Equestria is just so used to a single ruling princess, we still refer to our government as a monarchy. Princess Luna's return wasn't that long ago, you see. We respect her as much as Princess Celestia, make no mistake.
Oh, okay.
Now then, Philo, you're not too busy, are you?
I'm making fairly good time, all things considered.
Good. Then you won't mind if I leave my duties here to you? I have other matters to attend to.
So, is he a member of the council as well? Otherwise, why would she leave notice to him? Also,
And
no, why are you leaving me? I said that to you. We said to Philo that please wait, not argue with you until we finish talking to you.
your theory would also explain why they know each other.
Yeah?
By all means, when the fit is on me.
Splendid! Then I'll leave it to you. Mr. Justice, Ms. Wright, I bid you farewell.
Wait, there's one more thing I wanted to.
Too late. He's left.
Damn it!
What's up? What did you want to say to her?
I remembered that if I want to be in court with you, I need one of those equestrian attorney badges. And
Oh, yeah,
Miss
too.
Pursuit is a member of the High Council. She could have gotten me one.
Oh, don't you worry. I am member of
We still
that.
got
It's
time.
as well.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll get an opportunity to ask her later. But right now, we should focus on what we came here for.
And what did you come here for?
Do you mind? Anyway, if you must know...
Wait, let me infer it myself. You two are here investigating Miss Rarity's case, no doubt.
Whoa, yeah! How'd you guess that?
Don't worry, I wasn't listening on the corner while you were talking aloud. Right? I mean, he hadn't had to be too far away to begin with. He arrived like 2 minutes after they started talking.
If that was true, I wouldn't call it an inference.
My dear.
He was probably listening to our conversation earlier, Trucy. That's all.
Oh, do you doubt my powers of deduction? Perhaps a demonstration?
Oh no.
A great detective's great deduction, abridged for the both of you.
Okay, if it wasn't obvious than the shadow pony. Now it isn't. Now, the question is it the actual Sherlock Holmes who actually has gained an action? Or is it Sherlock Holmes from the games who is in the idiot?
From this universe, I would have called him Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah?
A high-profile case occurring in the beloved city of Manhattan.
Sure.
A human attorney, Phoenix Wright, standing at the bench to said case's precursor.
Uh-huh!
And what have we here? An equestrian attorney badge sitting snugly on your lapel. Correct?
Sadly,
Ah?
yes.
Then would it not make perfect sense for the young man with the equestrian badge to be following up on last week's trial? Especially with how loath our defense attorneys are to consider taking on such a case.
I guess. Still sounds like a leap to me.
Well,
Blue Blood was voluntary.
I also heard Miss Wright introduce herself as
No, Blue was wanting to be a prosecutor. Not a defense attorney.
Oh, that's what he said earlier?
Yeah?
Okay.
Phoenix Wright's daughter. An obvious connection right from the get-go.
You were listening then.
A little, I admit. But such are the powers of the greatest detective in all of Equestria. Philo Reed, at your service.
Philo Reed.
Oh, that's so cool! I feel like I'm talking to a real swashbuckling hero!
That's a pirate, Trucy. And besides, I bet it's a self-proclaimed title.
I also happen to be the lead detective on the same case. I assume you have many questions, so by all means, ask away.
What? You just admit that openly?
Why would he not? You are the defense attorney. He is the detective. You are working together to find the truth.
What? Yeah?
But of course, what reason would I have to hide it?
Fine. Then let me ask you this, great detective. What exactly led to Miss Rarity's arrest? We were told that some new evidence had been found. Is that true?
Ah, yes. That decisive evidence. It was a
That.
very incriminating letter. One that naturally proved Miss Rarity's involvement and subsequent guilt.
Can you show us the letter?
Well, I don't have it on me, of course. It's still undergoing a thorough examination.
Do you have a photograph or
Of
something?
course it is.
That still is some
Cheer up,
answers
my
here.
handsome fellow. I am sure there are other ways I could help.
They like to do this in the games as well. That yeah, there's evidence that we can show you. You will have to see it or for yourself when the trial is ongoing.
I think his excuse sounds legitimate.
Yeah.
For instance, I could show you the victim's room. I happen to have been heading there myself before our brief sojourn with Miss Pursuit. I imagine you would be very interested.
It's a very strange way of holding the pen.
I actually don't see a pen. I only see the pad.
There is the pen in. He's holding it with his ear. It's a fountain pen.
I was about to suggest you use your mouse cursor to point it out, but now I do see it, and I don't. It's just there. I don't. It seems like he's not writing with it. He's not putting the pad to it, and
No?
he could float the pen too and have it right there. That's what most of the unicorns do.
He could, but he is not. He just holding it with his earlobe.
I don't think he's writing anything. I think he's examining his notes that he already written.
Yeah, I just said that it's a segment of holding it.
Okay.
Oh, yes, absolutely! What another amazing deduction!
As if you could expect anything less.
Ha!
There's something on your nose. Well, all right. Since you're offering, I mean.
It would be my pleasure. Do try to keep up, though. I walk at a rather brisk pace.
Real fast. Yeah, that is fast.
Whoa, hey, wait up!
You did warn them.
And I assume this is. Yeah, this is scene 2.
Besides that, quadrupeds can be faster.
Especially horses.
Mm.
So it seems like this Firelord is following the actual Shadow Corps, who is not human, like in the games. He does have the music from the game though.
Okay.
You're telling me Overall lived here?
It's a very minimalist room.
That's a more apt way of describing it. One would not want to live in their own workplace, would they?
I don't know. I like the fact that I can sleep in the same place we work.
Well, technically, you don't work at the office. So it'd be more like if you slept at the Wonder Bar.
You know what I mean. And if we're gonna be like that, you don't work at the office either. So you'd be sleeping in court.
Not a likely scenario, given the stress I always endure there, but point taken.
Pause it.
Does the state of this room...
If Trixie is going to be the prosecutor, as Flash Screen had implied, I am interested to see Trucy's reaction to Trixie and vice versa.
I mean, Trixie might actually recognize the hat. Because this hat, what Trixie's having, was given to Phoenix by Trixie in this universe.
Well, yeah, so you see why I might be interested in what these two will have to say to each other.
I mean, I don't know which case is she gonna be the prosecutor of. Because there are two cases at the moment.
Looks like the other case. I forgot what that detective lady was, but she was in the defender spot in that picture.
Yeah. So, they might just meet with Susie.
Well,
They are another case with Rainbow Dash.
But point taken.
Does the state of this room trouble you?
I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting it to be so bare. There's less here than in a 4-guy dorm. Okay, let's see if we can find anything.
Like?
Well, Evidence? Anything that seems important,
I mean, there's a picture on the
Remind me of
stuff.
when I was a young, up-and-coming investigator, Mr. Justice. I prefer the pantsing method of investigation myself.
You're not even wearing pants, though. Hey, wait. This photograph on top of the nightstand. Who are these two ponies?
No, that's the sisters.
Ah, yes, that's right. You wouldn't know them since you haven't been in Equestria all that long. That is the esteemed fashion designer, Estella Pantomimia, and her sister, Espy.
Estella. You must mean Stella, then.
The very same. You know of her.
Sort of. Playwright mentioned her and her sister before we came here. They disappeared one day, and overall...
He was distraught, as one would expect from some pony losing two close friends.
Yeah. Wait a minute. How do you know they were close?
A framed photograph of two ponies in some pony's room. One that faces, and in some fashion watches, the bed. I wager you would not wish a stranger's visage to stand vigil over your bedside. No.
I don't know about that. We have seen, we know there are strange people. But
Well, there's plenty of people who buy posters of fictional characters too. Who
yeah,
might, from their position, potentially watch you on the bed.
you would say I am very close friends to Princess Soda and Pinkie Pie, right? You don't say this hidden.
Yeah, you gestured to things that the video was in the way of.
Yeah. I am definitely in very close by friend Princess Soda, right?
Okay, yeah, that goes beyond poster then.
No, these are real ponies in their world. So I assume they are close by. One can assume.
Oh, these two were ponies who were quite close to Mr. Concept.
Wow! Another amazing deduction!
'Twas elementary, my dear, but thank you for the compliment.
That's the second time these sisters have come up. I guess that makes sense, given their closeness or overall. But I'm still not seeing why this is important. It could be nothing, just a false lead. If it even is a lead. Still, we can't afford to be picky. Might as well make a note of it anyway.
Yeah, one of them was at the theater.
Hey, Trucy, have you found anything else?
Found a bed on a wall.
Nothing yet, I don't think. Oh,
Are you time looking under the bed?
What are you doing? There's nothing on the bed.
here's a pillow! People always hide things in them.
I think you've been reading one too many comic books.
No,
You're
there's
one
gotta be
top
something.
monster I need to keep up to date with my romance Dawn manga.
Hey, that's important. It's the final saga.
Actually, Mr. Justice, a pillow makes a convenient storage spot if a pony truly desires it. It may not be the most secure, but, as they say, those who would trade their freedom to stash things away for any measure of security deserve neither.
Okay. They are literally searching the pillow instead of looking inside the cupboard. Inside the bedside table.
They might get around to that.
I mean, that would be the first thing I look at. And from what I see, they literally have the same setup as me. Bed and little table right next to it.
Probably particularly common if you want anything that's easy reach from the bed.
Yeah?
No one says that.
Aha! And you thought
We often have
wouldn't
alarm
find
clocks there.
anything, huh, Polly?
Yeah. I'll leave my words later. What is it?
It's
Maya?
looks like a weird glass vial. Kind of reminds me of Christmas tree lights.
Yeah, you know these kind of vials that they use to store poison in it. I would probably hold on to that and get that to testing if there's any kind of chemical in it. And they might find that it has the same poison that killed the Wonderbolt.
Streamline?
Yeah.
If they were a little bigger.
May I see that, Miss Wright? Quite odd. It wouldn't hold anything more than an inch or two in size, I'd wager, and it appears to be quite empty.
Empty?
An adjective denoting the complete lack of content.
No,
I know what
I
it
know
means.
Which perfectly describes this vial. It may never have been used in all likelihood.
A vial that's never been used. Not the weirdest thing to find, but definitely not the most helpful.
No, I believe it has been used. And why would they hide it if it hasn't been used?
Well, hide it in a pillow, too. Consider
Yeah.
that.
Drawers all empty.
And no other chests or compartments to speak of. I'd consider Mr. Concept quite the frugal fellow.
Great. That's exactly what we needed. A bare room with zero clues.
Well, I mean, we have that vial and that photo.
You know what? You should probably check the back side of the photo. Because usually people write things on it.
It was in the frame, too, so they'd have to take it out of the frame in order to see that. If you...
Yeah. At least they, usually they write names and dates on them. If not something more important.
Sometimes.
The vial, yeah, maybe. But honestly, I don't get that photo. Why would it be found here and not, I don't know, at Bridalway?
Wait. Apollo. No, it's the other way around. I get the photo. But why a vial?
Yeah.
It really doesn't seem all that relevant to our case. Neither does the room, for that matter. There's nothing here.
And Apollo, the fact that there's nothing here, in itself is a clue.
Not been impressed with Apollo so far.
Can you speak for the dead, Mr. Justice? Can you voice their reasons for what they did in life? For what they left behind? Who they left behind?
Huh?
None of us can. Not really. Not fully. The living know the deceased only by the mementos left in their wake. Don't dismiss what skeletons emerge from their cobweb closets as mere happenstance or cheap sentiment, for to do so, you dismiss both the living and the dead. As for the photograph itself, surely you can understand wanting to keep something like this close by. How it may mean more than simply wanting to remember those we have lost.
Yeah, Apollo was lost a close friend as well.
I do. Yeah. Completely.
You okay?
Yeah. You know me. I'm always fine.
At any rate,
That
there
is
are a few
catchphrase.
reasonable assumptions about why this room is so bare. Consider the nature of Overall's previous employment. He used to work here, yes?
That's what Playwright said. Then Overall went to work at Bridalway.
Perhaps then, Charismatic's Mayor Attic simply cleaned the room up following his departure.
I guess that would explain it. But it's still frustrating. What was the point of coming here if we couldn't find anything useful? Well, I guess we better leave then. No sense in wasting more time.
But they cleaned it up and then left the photograph there?
Yeah, that is strange. Also, what are you doing here, Crow?
Mr. Justice?
Coco? Jeez. Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'm didn't mean to.
She did work for the theater.
It's okay. You just caught me off guard is all.
What are you doing here, Coco? Actually, how are you here? This place is a bit out of the way.
I live here.
Playwright told me that you and Mr. Mr. Reed were investigating Overall's room. So he gave me the address to...
Were you about to say Mr. Detective Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, I take it you wanted to see another live performance of my great deductions.
Huh? No, I wanted to ask if you'd managed to find anything to help Rarity.
That would have been my second guess.
Somehow I doubt that.
So, did you? Please tell me you have.
We found a few items of note for sure.
Not really.
Including, incidentally, this. Do you happen to recognize these two ponies?
Yes. That would be Stella Pantomimia, right?
And which one of them is?
Her and her sister, Espy. Did you know them?
Not personally. I just knew that Estella was the costume designer bridal way before I was. Wait, why are you asking me that?
Well, it seems Mr. Concept was friends with the sisters.
What? Really? I never knew that.
Huh? Didn't he mention that to you?
No! I know I would have remembered if he had. They never came up in conversation.
That's a little strange. Why wouldn't he want to tell her about his friends? Could that have something to do with their disappearance? But anyway, we've only just started. We'll keep investigating and building up Rarity's defense. You have my word.
Right, of course. Thank you, Apollo. And you too, Just call me Trucy. Right. Thank you, Trucy. You're both trying your hardest to help Rarity. I wish I could offer you more than just my support. Don't beat yourself up about it, Coco. It's enough that you believe in us.
I concur. Faith may be a fragile thing, but having it in any supply is a remarkable boon.
If you find anything else, either about Rarity's case or even about Ovi, could you let me know? I'll be at my apartment.
We'll keep you in the loop, Coco. Don't you worry.
Thank you. I'll get out of your way then. Good luck!
Okay, I already have my stupid theory of what happened. And it probably is wrong. But
yeah, make sure it's extra stupid. Just really lay it on thick.
It doesn't have to be stupid, but from what we know, one of them disappeared and the other one died. From the sisters. And then Overall could have died. So my assumption is Overall had to do something with the sister disappeared or that, and the other one came back and killed him.
I do think that they used to be close. I just can't easily imagine Overall Concepts putting a picture right beside his bed and say, "Moo, look at that victim I killed." Oh man, that's a sweet memory.
I mean, who knows?
And I thought I was the actor extraordinaire.
I mean, he doesn't have to be the one who killed them. The other just has to think that he was the one. That's more than enough.
Oh my goodness, you actually stumbled on something. This room was cleaned out, right?
Yeah.
Something was added to the room.
Oh. That can also
inter-
happen.
because that's interesting that you got rid of everything else except these two items. All right, I'll excuse the vial. That was a little bit hidden, but the picture was in plain sight. You just left that alone. Um, but it changes the story if it was added. Because that means it could mean that overall had nothing to do with those two sisters before. He never knew them, and Coco was surprised about that too. So she's not aware of any connection between overall concept and those two sisters.
Yeah, what if, we are going back to that. What if the missing sister, who can overall, came here and had this picture here? So you could link them to them and find out that overall was guilty of killing another one.
The vial might be planted too. In fact, that one seems just a little more incriminating, especially if you test it and found out it wasn't always empty.
Yeah. We find that everything is planted here. Even the man.
Yeah, they planted the air in there. How sneaky of them.
But once again, I said my theory is probably wrong.
Okay. Well, yeah. We're just proposing some concepts.
We don't have any info just yet. We just have a picture and a wire.
I know. I'm seeing that we're probably missing a lot of information right now. I just take into account, and we can move on.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remarkable.
He's probably going to be a good detective, though.
Yeah.
At first, declaring your situation to be one of unsatisfactory despair, and then, when Miss Pamela arrives, offering her a glimmer of, dare I say, hope.
Yeah?
Hope, in spite of you saying nothing seems relevant to your case. Why is that?
I am good at nothing.
What gives?
Look, it's like you said, Philo. Faith is a fragile thing. Coco's placing enormous faith in us. And for that matter, so is Rarity. It doesn't make sense to break that faith. It'd be cruel. It'd shatter the bond a lawyer has with his client. And I already promised I wouldn't do that. Not if I can help it.
Yet, what you said earlier, you do not mean to still dismiss Overall's past, do you?
Well, I mean...
Polly, I do think we should look more
Go
into
back a
the
frame.
sister's disappearance.
What does that, what does his cutie mark look like when he turned to his side?
Help it.
I think it's partially obscured, though.
You said earlier, you do not mean to still dismiss Overall's past, do you?
Okay, what do you got there?
It is the happy face and the sad face. The tear face.
Okay.
Because Sherlock
recognize-
Holmes was always very theatrical.
Okay.
It makes sense, I would say.
Well, I mean...
Polly, I do think we should look more into those sisters' disappearance.
And why's that?
Because I said so.
Well, it might help us get a better idea who Overall is. Or was, I mean. Maybe that can help us save Rarity.
That's a good point. It'd at least give us a sense of direction. Maybe even something we can use in the trial.
Then, Miss Wright, Mr. Justice, I may be able to assist you.
Yes, like how you assisted with Rarity's arrest.
It just so happens I could meet with some pony who could get you that information about the Pantomimia's disappearance. And I could most assuredly bring up the matter of your co-counsel status with them, Miss Wright. Though, do not expect anything. These circumstances are irregular, and my contact has a preference for rituals.
That's okay, Philo. It'd be great if you tried.
And just who would this some pony be?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a stallion for his assets before a first date?
It is gonna be
Show
expected.
some gratitude, Polly. Sheesh.
Why am I the bad guy here?
Somebody who is my
I'll head for my
constant
contact
for
right away.
rituals.
Good luck, you two.
the fresh air, Polly?
No, he's the kind of guy that makes you feel bad for trees.
I have never heard that before. And me, I'm back to one that was good at me.
Wow, I can't believe how big this place
So there really is two cases
Everything
going
just
on with
sits in
this
the sky?
episode?
Yeah, it seems like.
Mr. Wright.
Okay.
And everything will continue to stay like that until further notice.
There it is, Sonata. That's the one that's going to be the defender.
Yes, Mr. Wright. Among other things.
Sorry, every time I think I'm adjusting to this world, another thing throws me for a loop.
I mean, there's no wonder for this. You are not used to this.
Teleportation, and even clones. Does cloud walking really surprise you?
Yes.
Well, hold on. The Wonderbolt headquarters is not entirely in the clouds. I do remember this one. It's some giant mountain that spikes up from the ground.
I mean, they are standing on the ground right now.
And the top of that spike is leveled flat. That's where the Wonderbolt headquarters is actually located. Anyone could stand there if they can get to it.
Yeah, but they have to get to it first.
Yeah.
So I assume why they
that's
were
quite the
coming
climb.
here, they passed through some clouds.
Possibility they may have taken a balloon up here. What does that say up on the side, cadet?
Yeah.
On that sign?
It says that.
Can you read the smaller letters in the background on the pole?
Yeah. The first one points to the academy. The second one points to the runway and the nature. And the last one points to back down.
Well, actually, one of them is pointing to Phoenix Wright.
I mean,
over there.
Phoenix Wright in the miniature.
Really
Go ahead.
surprise you?
Well, yeah, it's not like we have that kind of thing back home. Thank goodness Twilight performed that cloud walking spell earlier. Just don't look down.
How long
I'm
does
more
it
worried
last?
about the time limit we're on. Rainbow could have been a bit more forthcoming.
Yeah, I've never seen her that closed off before.
If Athena had been there, she probably could have helped settle those emotions. Or even convinced Rainbow to talk sooner. What's she doing again?
She's taking care of the others first, alongside Twilight. Sugar Stamp, Private Eye, Fair Devotion all need their help. Especially Fair, since her therapy session ended prematurely, without any closure.
Oh yeah.
Don't blame Athena for wanting to help. I certainly could have used someone like her during my trial.
Hey, this cloud walking spell, it isn't gonna run out anytime soon, right?
If you fall, one of the Pegasi here will catch you. And I guess I could try too.
That's not what I meant!
It's almost like he never left. Still looking at everything like a cult out of school. I have to admit, it's nice to be working alongside him instead of against him. It's refreshing. At any rate, I would worry more about who we're meeting next. She doesn't care much for ponies who scare easily.
Oh, so you've met before?
Not quite. I only know her by reputation. And trust me, the captain of the Wonderbolts definitely has earned hers.
Oh, it's not the captain.
Thought I heard some newbies stomping around. What's the matter? You lost?
Captain Spitfire, I presume?
The one and only. You're a lawyer, I take it?
Yes. My name is Sonata. I'm
What
the
is this
defense attorney
story?
representing Rainbow Dash. This is my co-counsel, Phoenix
Not
Wright.
familiar.
I see.
Okay, answer that
Can I help
question.
you with anything today?
Straight to business then, huh? Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Are you aware of what happened?
I would be a poor leader if I wasn't. Attempted poisoning of a fellow reservist. There'd be no way I'd miss that. I can't tell you how disappointed I was to find out it was one of our top bolts.
You know what? Another theory incoming.
Hmm?
She wasn't poisoned. She was just allergic to some of the food. There you go.
Hold on, she survived it, said attempted poisoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Well, then
assume it wasn't poisoning at all.
Hold on, if she's alive, she could be questioned, but it doesn't mean she has the answer.
I mean, that's why they chose poisoning, because it's gotta be.
Streamglide could also be spitting guesses if you asked her directly.
Yeah? I don't think they have blood analysis in this one. So,
Well, our client hasn't.
Let me be clear.
Tell you what,
I
if
find
she
this
actually did
behavior
have an allergic
absolutely
reaction,
inexcusable.
she still wouldn't necessarily know that. She could also think that she was attempted to be poisoned.
Diligence,
yeah.
Right, but
and loyalty. We provided those tools to Rainbow Dash freely, hoping she'd use them well. Nothing hurts more than knowing those tools were abandoned that day.
that wasn't much of an answer.
How have the other team members taken it? The incident, I mean.
The team is managing, though I know many of us are hurting inside. Everything we do here relies on trust. When one of our members breaks that trust, things can fall apart.
Things can fall apart? Something tells me they already are. I assume you've been receiving public backlash as well?
I mean,
I'm
obviously.
not sure what you're implying.
It's just that Ms. Dash is a rising star in the Wonderbolts, isn't she? I'd imagine that her being arrested would lead to questions.
Ponies like it when others fall from pedestals. Regardless, Rainbow Dash should have known that her actions reflect on all of us. She's hurt the Wonderbolts like no pony else before.
Okay, let's go back to this. Well, it's like it when others fall from pedestals. Is that why there is always some trouble with all the celebs?
Yeah, maybe. There is a lot of truth to that. But yeah, if you've seen celebrities in tabloids or magazines and all the times of just picking out every tiny little detail that they might be able to make fun of.
Yeah?
Imagine the people who find that entertaining and the reason for it. That's what I'm putting emphasis on. Why would you enjoy any little slight or embarrassing concept about a celebrity? And I can't help but think that a common answer to that they would not seldom admit to is they're jealous of someone they consider at a higher status. So
Yeah.
if there's any flaw to that status, it makes them feel better, like they're a little closer to their celebrity, down on our level, so to speak. At least that could be the perception of the person who enjoys those kinds of magazines and talk shows and all that.
Yeah.
I just look at them like people. And that means they're going to be flawed. And they can also be virtuous.
And that I believe Spitfire doesn't believe this either. What happened?
Yeah.
Fall from pedestals. Regardless, Rainbow Dash should have known that her actions reflect on all of us. She's hurt the Wonderbolts like no pony else before.
Huh? You mean other Wonderbolts have hurt the team in the past?
Yes.
There's some history to that look. Something bitter simmering underneath.
My recruits have all the support they need, both from their instructors and their teammates.
And yet,
the resources for conflict resolution are always there. It's up to the ponies to utilize them.
she's been practicing. It's a little rough around the edges, but I know a PR spiel when I see one.
Obviously.
Definitely doesn't seem like she's comfortable with either that or the prospect of Rainbow being the culprit. Maybe I can use that to get some actual answers. Or at least get to hear what Spitfire really thinks.
It's not
You're
gonna
not
be
saying
easy.
that this is a cut and dry incident, are you? I would imagine poisoning is rather unheard of.
This incident was out of
Wow. I have no idea how we are offending you further.
Imagine
I
poisoning
kind
is
of
rather
do.
unheard
I've
of.
seen the Pegasi use their feathers like fingers before. With bending joints and all. They even wrote that in my stories a few times.
I mean, when they are bending the whole thing, it's fine. But she was literally bending just one feather.
Yeah, I've seen that from ponies before in Magic.
Magic, yeah.
Probably how they lift objects with their hooves, too.
Yeah?
this
And
incident
definitely
was
how
out out of the order.
Like Pinkie Pie uses her hair like a tentacle.
But that doesn't matter.
That's different.
Done
That's
is
Pinkie
done.
Pie.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a mess to clean up. Leave my office, please.
Do you really intend to let one of your own rot away in the detention center? Is that really what I should expect from the captain of the Wonderbolts? Or has your role as the heartless drill instructor gone to your head?
Then you go into your nap time.
I'm looking over the incident as best I can, Miss Sonata. From where I can.
Yes, overlooking things. All while one of your Wonderbolts has their wings clipped. I think you know, as well as I do, that Rainbow Dash would never do this. We can prove that, but that means we can't leave. Please, Captain Spitfire, we don't have much time. The trial starts this afternoon. Come on, please. Just a chance. Ugh. Feel like she's patting me down with just her eyes. What is she looking for?
You remind me a bit of her, actually.
Sorry. Of who?
Rainbow Dash. She wouldn't turn her back on a problem.
I'm not expecting her to smile.
Fine. You don't have to leave. You can even keep stomping around the academy. On one condition, though.
Name it.
You stick with me. You don't wander off or talk to any pony without my permission. If you can follow those orders, then you're free to continue investigating. Deal?
Deal.
Thank you, ma'am.
I mean, you don't say you have a choice.
That said, I expect you both to keep an even pace. If what you say is true.
Also,
and
look
we don't
both
have
ways
much
before
time,
crossing the runway.
Then we better
Yeah,
hurry.
indeed.
Follow me.
Oh, yeah, that's the one enemy.
And finally, here we'll find the Wonderbolt Academy Reservist Barracks.
This is not you
Reason
walking
why
this much.
this place is...
Wait. Something is not right. But it shouldn't be this wound up. He is using a bicycle to go to work.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he brought the bicycle up here. It would have to be enchanted too.
Yeah, but I mean, he not have stamina then.
And anyway, I can see an explanation on the other end. Now, the terrain would actually have to be pretty big if he's correct to be winded like this. But it isn't so big to a Pegasi. Because they can fly, and pretty quickly too, it shrinks the terrain for everyone. And we're also talking about Wonderbolts here. They're the best flyers out there. Even the hopefuls are probably usually a cut above the rest.
I mean, yeah, they went to a lot of tests before they became a service.
Yep. Yeah, we're talking about the winners who passed the academy to get to the reservists.
And they do need a lot of space to train.
It's immediately what I thought of when I noticed him winded, is the terrain probably actually is large, and it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter as much to Pegasi, especially Wonderbolt Pegasi.
Yeah?
So big.
You out of breath already?
Yeah.
Didn't expect to be...
Oh, they were running. Now it makes
I
sense.
told you to get your rears in gear. You want to waste time walking from place to place?
I guess not.
Catch your breath later, Phoenix. We need to get started. Ms. Spitfire.
It's well in character for her to crack down on others for being winded.
Yeah?
Well, they're in the same flight team. So yeah, they're in the same room, too.
And they told her they were in a rush, so...
You've got the
Makes
barracks
sense.
inside, as well as the reservist locker room.
The locker room sounds promising. Let's head there.
New scene.
We will know the space, yeah?
I doubt you'll find anything, though. As you can see, we run a pretty tight ship.
I'll say, this place is cleaner than my office has ever been.
I disagree with that. for this, right? Because you love to clean your toilet.
That locker room looks just like the one in the actual Wonderbolt Academy, and I could buy that.
I mean, because it is.
The show have never shown the inner parts of the reservist building, but insofar as the fact it looks similar to the regular headquarters, I can buy that.
I mean, wasn't Rainbow Dash still on the list when they were in the locker room?
No.
No,
No,
she was already.
Do you remember the time that her parents came over because Scootaloo tipped them off about her being a full-fledged Wonderbolt? They bothered her in the locker room. That was one of the scenes that occurred in this room. And Rainbow Dash hit her head on the upper part of the locker because her parents startled her.
I more remember when they were, when the others were saying that, remember this joyride, or whatever it's called, the ride in Los Gatos?
Wild Blue Yonder.
Yeah, that one. That is what I remember more. But, yeah, that's what, she was already Wonderbolt by then. I mean, it makes sense that the locker room is the same. Why would they make a different one?
Military constructions are designed in very similar ways.
Yep.
Is that some sort of storage room? Over there, to the left.
Yeah, it's unlocked, so you can have a look around if you want.
Well, it's not as if I came here to investigate the bathroom.
I mean,
Great.
who knows? You might find something in there.
Indeed.
What is it? Oh.
First time we're investigating together, huh?
That's right, yes. Any investigative methods that I can expect you to employ?
Well,
Look around, investigate, like
looked
it's good.
around whatever was in front of me.
Yeah.
But lately I've taken on a more advanced approach. Looking at things from all angles, that sort of thing.
That's a very three-dimensional way of tackling an investigation.
It is funny why they say that. Do you know the reason? Until like,
Probably not. No, I don't.
because the first games of Phoenix Fight were all 2D. And then there were the new games, which were 3D and you could turn around and literally look in three-dimensional.
Okay.
That's why they say that, yeah, I'm looking at things from all angles.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
That's a very three-dimensional way of tackling an investigation. As for myself, I find it best to keep things of note etched in the forefront of my mind. Deciphering how things link up, how the pieces of the puzzle fit together, that's the key to investigating. Hopefully there's something in the storage room that can demonstrate that. Shall we?
Yeah, that's ground.
This place
Medkit.
is spotless.
Games.
Like everywhere else.
Acolyte.
A clean room makes for a disciplined cadet, I suppose.
Huh. Now that I look at it, there is one thing that's not like the rest. Look, that locker's just been left open.
I wouldn't have seen
What
that.
is that? Which one? Who's earned themselves extra laps next training session?
The probably the one that has been poisoned.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It's the victim's locker.
Yeah.
Streamline. See? Her name's right there. Now that means we
Wait,
should...
her? Why did I think Samurai was a male only?
I don't know. And I think they did use a female pronoun earlier, but it's been long enough by now, I'm not entirely certain.
Okay, so I already
Anyway,
think there are two open game use boxes. One of them has to be have the poison in them, if it is poisoning. Do you see my mouse in the meantime? Or you do not?
I predict they're about to collect that as evidence soon.
Yeah, and I also see on top the electrolyte. I see one of them is very different. I don't know what that mark is on there, but that is not a Thunderbolt.
Okay.
And one of the Thunderbolts is another way around for some reason. Everything else makes sense.
Yeah, let's check inside the locker.
Yes, let's.
Also, I see one problem here. Do you see what I see? Or what I don't see?
Do you see what I see? Probably not.
Why does him like Nokia doesn't have her suit on? Where is her wonderful suit? The flying suit.
Super suit?
It should be in the locker, right?
Yeah, probably should be.
Someone to it.
It's.
If
just
she's
a
not still
couple of
wearing it
juice
or it's been
boxes.
stowed away somewhere.
Grape flavor, apparently. All of them are the same. At least Streamline's got good taste.
Just a little bit of information. Phoenix Wright loves grape juice.
It does? Okay.
Yep. But I wouldn't taste it.
Yeah, that would be bad. It's got all the
Why are
germs on
they
it.
the only thing
Ew.
in here?
It's got
Not
cooties.
as identical as they seemed. Look, different sets of numbers. 1935145-4-0-4.
And 1935145-409.
I mean, no, they have different numbers all the time. That's why that's called an identity number.
Shipment numbers, maybe.
I'd say so.
But I wouldn't say that the police have barcode readers. I have not seen them use that.
Talk about barcode scanners?
Yeah?
Yeah. I've seen them since I was a kid.
Yeah, that is definitely a barcode right there.
Okay.
Not an amazing find, at least on the surface. But the different shipment numbers, that feels like a detail I'd best keep in mind.
Yeah. But, I would have taken the university with me and test for poison.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I mean, you know she's been poisoned, so there's a very likely delivery system.
Because
Right
these kind of boxes are the easiest to poison without opening them. You just need a syringe. And you wouldn't even notice if the hole is small enough.
Captain Spitfire, what can you tell us about these juice boxes?
Yeah, these are George
Yeah,
boxes.
Streamline's always drinking them. Rainbow Dash too, now that I think about it. They're the only ones who do, really.
Oh! The plot thickens. They probably wanted to poison Rainbow Dash, not same line.
Could be both.
I can literally see that. Oh wait, there are no boxes left here, and Rainbow Dash is giving one of them to him.
Yeah, well, that's something you need to keep in mind. I mean, someone has an agenda against Rainbow, for obviously. Now, we're looking at two potential methods that can occur at this point. One was an attempt to poison her, and ended up with Streamline instead, and now the culprit might be trying to arrange the criminal activities against Rainbow, because either way, it gets her out of the way. Someone
Yeah.
else might have room for promotion when Rainbow, a promising star, is out of the way.
Indeed. And every pony else knows that they are the only ones who are thinking this.
That basically sounds like Wind Rider all over again. And Rainbow was a reservist during that time too.
Yep.
Really? No pony else?
Yeah, but I guess it makes sense it hasn't really caught on. I mean, grape flavored? Yuck! Might as well drink out of the toilets.
I'll try not to take that personally.
And I said, he loves grape flavor. And I have no problem with grape flavor either.
I find it fine, yeah.
I don't choose it if I have to choose. But if it's the only thing there is, I won't say no to it.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with it. And apple juice and all kinds of stuff. It's actually more. You look at what I don't like, then you'll see a pretty restrictive list.
Yeah?
When did they start drinking?
Streamline always has some after every training session.
Oh my god. So, this sounds like they have a drinking problem. When did they start drinking? Don't think I fly.
Whenever they get thirsty, I suppose.
Yeah?
Streamline always has some after every training session, but Rainbow Dash only recently started drinking it.
Odd, given how much Rainbow clearly dislikes Streamline.
Yeah. So, if I hate someone, and that someone likes chocolate, does it mean that I cannot eat chocolate?
There's a detail that might come up later. Streamline was drinking it first, and she said that Rainbow was doing it only recently.
Yeah?
Why would she emulate her drinking habits? What about where the juice boxes come from?
And I'm saying that, Violet is the one who likes to read. Why is her mother started reading now? Almost the same thing.
Dunno. Somewhere off base. Rainbow would know. Or Streamline, I'd imagine.
I suppose I could ask either of them later, assuming there is a later. I'd like for Rainbow Dash's locker to be opened, if that's alright.
Normally, I'd say no, since every Wonderbolt has a right to their own privacy, but since you're defending her.
And then news boxes?
The suit's missing again.
Yeah?
They don't store it.
And one thing I immediately noticed that the game uses are there, and one of the shipment numbers are gonna match up. And one is missing from there. Or two are missing.
A lot of it, actually. Rainbow's really gotten hooked on this stuff, huh?
Do you see it though,
No,
Mr. Wright?
no, only one
See
missing.
it?
Right there, on the bottom of the juice box on its back. Look at the numbers.
19351455409. Hey, that's the same shipment code as one of the juice boxes inside Streamline's locker, isn't it?
That it is. Let me check something, to be sure. The rest of the carton shares the same shipment code. Interesting.
Yeah?
That's putting more theory on your credit on one of your theories. Rainbow was supposed to be the target, and Streamline stole a box from her somehow.
But it seems like Rainbow has the dark moment as well.
It's been drunken too.
Yeah.
She
I'd
should have
say
been
that clears
nearly
up
poisoned.
one thing we...
Let's see. What is that? Peanuts? Yeah, peanuts. The flour. What? Why is there flour and peanuts in your liquor room? Rainbow Dash.
Food. Probably just food.
But this is not a fridge, or... Where is your suit? Flying suit, again.
I know peanuts can be stored in a dry environment.
I mean, no, yeah.
I'd say that clears up one thing we've encountered so far.
I know that face. What have you figured out, Sonata?
This.
We have nothing and hastening. He's putting two and two together. That's oh, the bush came from here.
It's hardly a revelation, but since 2 juice boxes between these 2 lockers share the same shipment code, we can say that they probably belong to Rainbow Dash.
Or maybe they were both on the same from the same place, on the same date. It doesn't have to be from the same locker room. Well, that belongs to Rainbow Dash, but which one has the poison in it?
If they belong to Rainbow, what are they doing in the other locker?
It's weird, I'll give you that.
You may have to ask
Something
Rainbow
to
for
take
that.
note of.
She may not know. And Streamline might downright lie about it if you ask her.
I mean, this is not a thing. If Streamline was out of the game juice, and she always thinks after training, it would be safe to give you one of yours if you are just bought a whole stack of it.
Yeah.
You can give it back later.
We are, yes. A lot sooner than I would have liked, to be perfectly honest.
I said you wouldn't find much.
Let's hope the barracks are a different story.
You were much slower.
Pretty cramped.
Guess which one is Rainbow that is mad? Let's go back here. There you go. It is like in anime, find the main character, right?
2 of these beds are not like the others.
Wait, isn't that Twilight Doll near Rainbow that is mad?
Oh, maybe. I think
From
I'm seeing a
from
teddy bear.
letter 0, I think.
I'm seeing a teddy bear on one of them, and I can't identify the object on the other side of the room. Smaller, a little further in the back.
There.
Oh, and okay, now I see the object you're talking about. Smarty Pants, yes. It's on the beside the chest.
Yes.
There's another object on top of that bed.
Also,
there. You almost pointed. Yeah,
this?
on that. Yeah, it's something there.
That is your Rainbow that is mark.
Okay.
That's why I said, oh fine, which one is Rainbow that is mad?
Is every other bed have a cutie mark on it? I don't
No,
think I see that.
only Rainbow Dash.
All right.
Pretty cramped, don't you think?
We prefer the term cozy, actually.
Or sardines, maybe.
I take it that's Ms. Dash's bed then?
No.
How many times have I told her to lose the personal sheets? Anyway, I doubt you'll find anything that'll help you. We're pretty strict, and the barracks are no exception.
Okay, maybe look inside the cloud pillow. You might find another vial in there.
Yeah,
Given how we just found something that surprised you, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, technically, the sheets aren't contraband or anything.
Note to self, do not poke the bugbear.
What about Streamline's bed? Where's that?
It's right here.
Come in the one in the back, yeah.
Nothing.
Told ya. I've been cracking down on the reservists for ages now. Surprise inspections, looking around when they aren't here, stuff like that.
Ah,
What is it?
the empty bed next to Rainbow's. Look,
What is it?
doesn't this section here seem odd?
It definitely looks a little uneven.
Just wear and tear. The reservists don't mind. They'd sleep on the floor after what we put them through.
Wear and tear? I'm not so sure about
There's
that.
something on there.
There you have it. Not exactly what comes to mind when you think
There's something
wear and
hidden
tear, does it?
inside the bed.
How do you even see something like that?
I have an eye for detail. Especially odd details that most ponies would miss.
I mean, have you ever seen her cutie mark?
Looks like we're 2/3 of the video.
It's certainly
Yeah.
compact. And it doesn't strike me as an ordinary rip either. I wonder, could it have been used to store something?
You want to think if there's something inside?
Captain Spitfire, I couldn't help but notice your reaction to us finding this tear. Or rather, lack thereof. You seemed more surprised by my keen eyesight than anything else.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened, you see.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty common. Not now, obviously, but back in the day. New recruits would hide contraband inside their beds. They figured it'd be the only place the higher-ups wouldn't look.
They was
I, did it myself once, when I was a recruit. Hid some chocolate in the bed underneath the pillow. It went about as well as you'd expect. I woke up with the underside of my pillow covered in it.
You'd think you'd be smart enough to put it somewhere out of the way at the very least.
Anyway, that's why if a reservist wanted to hide anything, they'd probably put it in the bed itself.
why not inside the place where the peanuts and give you stuff? I wouldn't say chocolate itself is contraband, would it? Unless they are checking calories.
It might be to the Wonderbolts.
Maybe.
And I can imagine a real military cracking down on that.
Yeah.
I wonder who made this makeshift hiding place, though.
Well, the bed is next to Rainbow's too, after all.
Ask her who it
You
is.
better not be saying what I think you're saying.
Mr. Wright, where is this coming from? You're not seriously suggesting...
It's not a baseless suggestion, Sonata. Back in the detention center, after you finished grilling Rainbow, she said something. And
Oh.
made Cyclops appear around her.
I'm not quite sure what that means, but I'll trust that it's probably significant.
It means that
right,
she's hiding
sorry.
something.
I mean, I could tell that Rainbow was hiding something from you, basically. It was when she was talking about why she was arrested. Right when she said, just a case of me being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
All right, but why are you bringing it up?
Well,
It sounds a
I
little
was just
nasally right
thinking,
now.
Her arrest.
Yeah?
Maybe it has something to do with this tear in some way.
I'm not sure, but thank you, Mr. Wright. I'll keep this in mind.
I swear, you defense attorneys hone in on the smallest of things.
That's
The
job.
job.
Yeah.
Can we check out Rainbow's bed too?
Go right ahead.
No, ask her whose bed it is beside
As
Rainbow's.
with Streamlines.
Yeah.
The only real thing of note is the empty bed and that tear. But we don't know who made it.
It could be unrelated, but I have a feeling that'd be too good to be true.
Regardless, I think we're about done here.
They're always having the information behind me.
Captain Spitfire,
Yeah?
while we didn't exactly find a lot of evidence, our investigation certainly shows there is more to the Wonderbolt Academy than meets the eye. But I'd like to know what exactly happened to Streamline. We know very little about the actual incident itself.
You don't even know what kind of poison it was.
Here, I have a copy of the incident report. Let me explain, though. The reservists were all taking part in a mandatory training session. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay?
And all of a sudden, Streamline just collapses. Out of nowhere!
She passed out?
Not immediately.
Then what?
Well, on-site medical personnel rushed over to her. That's when they noticed. Sorry, I just want to get this right. Yeah, they said Streamline presented with multiple symptoms. These were extreme levels of perspiration, a dangerously high heart rate, lightheadedness followed by vomiting, and an overwhelming impression of anxiety.
Okay. I can tell you right now, without any medical science, these are symptoms of not eating properly and not going to extreme training session right after that. It is just that. He didn't eat before training. It is not even poison. I know this very well because I had these symptoms before. That was literally when I was keeping the training session. That's the point of going to the hospital, but and it's because I didn't start running around like a crazy chicken.
These symptoms
Good of you to point that out.
to stop once Streamline
Eventually, maybe they will too.
That's a lot going on all at once.
So that's the suspected poisoning then.
So they don't even have real evidence that it is poisoning.
No. Looks like they don't.
And it seems like she collapsed before even taking the game juice.
The entire assumption of the poisoning is behind the symptoms, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, you might as well hold on to this.
Also, who knows? Maybe she has a medical condition, and that's all. Not even poisoning, just something that just came out suddenly.
I kind of doubt it's that simple, but yeah, it's possible.
I mean, we know a case right here that is very much possible that nothing was visible up until now, and then poof. Suddenly it's not easy.
Well, it's gonna take at least 4 or 5 episodes to explain something that simple.
What's this? It says Streamline was apparently murmuring something right before she passed out. Streamline was heard weakly repeating the words, "Stay, so sorry," up until the point of losing consciousness.
No idea. Your guess is as good as mine. You want to know what I think, though? I think that Streamline was hallucinating.
Hallucinating?
She was poisoned, she wasn't hallucinating. That doesn't make sense, none.
Yeah. Sounds like she thought some pony was attacking her or something.
That's quite the severe reaction. What happened after Streamline passed out?
The medical staff immediately had her transported to Cloudsdale General Hospital. It was pretty rough, rushing her out like that. She's still there now, under the Royal Guard surveillance. Hopefully she bounces back from this.
Bounce back from poisoning?
Well, the hospital said they ran a tox report, but it came back negative. So they don't know.
So, it wasn't poisoning.
Yeah. Right there. That one is important.
That is the key information that we need. The tox report was negative. There was no poison in her system. She had a medical condition. She probably didn't eat before training, and she became overexaggerated. That's all.
What caused really. It might be something less serious than what every pony thinks.
Negative? But Rainbow was so certain they accused her of poisoning Streamline.
Really? Well, maybe this was all just a big misunderstanding.
All it really means is that they can't tell what caused Streamline's collapse. Nothing else at this stage. Before I forget, did anything else of note happen at the Academy recently? It can be anything.
Anything?
Yes. It doesn't matter if it seems unrelated. I'd like to know.
Well, there was something else that happened.
Oh,
Something I was gonna get to before you arrived. No idea how it all happened, but I've only just started investigating. You wanna come with?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Lead the way.
At Thunderbolts Academy
And they
Landing.
say,
Okay.
ooh,
What the?
What happened?
this looks like a tornado.
The landing strip is where we practice our takeoffs and landings. It's also part of our obstacle course training.
Pardon me, but has it been used lately?
No.
Yeah, it looks like a tornado tore through here.
How on Equestria did you know?
Wait, seriously? Like an actual tornado?
Lightning dog.
Can't exactly make up something like that, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, but it's just a turn of phrase.
Captain Spitfire, I think you'd better explain what happened.
Right. Well, it wasn't a freak accident, I can tell you that. The tornado appeared during a standard tour of the Wonderbolt Academy.
Hold on. You give tours? I thought this was a military installation.
For the most part, yeah. But we still offer tours in special circumstances, such as for applicants and their families.
I mean,
On
no.
occasion, we offer them as a reward for, say, a competition, as in yesterday's tour.
I still can't get over the fact that a tornado actually appeared.
It's not real.
And this is why we know that so despite saying in Los Angeles, next emotion, because he would know the tornado is. And he wouldn't be so surprised about tornadoes. But yeah, it's always a fun thing that in the games, it's always in Japan that they are, when they go like to Los Angeles.
Really a surprise. We make them all the time. Absolutely. Always in accordance with the proper procedures. Rainwater doesn't make itself, you know.
I'm not a Pegasus, so forgive my ignorance. But how exactly would you make a tornado?
It would depend on what size of a tornado you want to make. In theory, if your wing power is strong enough, you could generate one all by yourself. It wouldn't last very long, though, and you wouldn't have a lot of control over it. That's why Pegasi usually work in teams to create them.
This tornado, how big was it?
From what I understand, it was large. Large enough to completely wreck the landing strip.
So it couldn't have been made by one pony then?
It's like
I
coming.
didn't say that, Mr. Wright.
Huh? But something that large.
It'd be difficult to make, yeah. But you have to remember where we are. Wonderbolt Academy. We have some of the best flyers in all of Equestria. Any one of them could have the wing power to generate a tornado on their own.
But then they wouldn't be able to
Does make an
control it.
alarming amount of sense. But are you sure it couldn't have been some pony who'd wandered onto Academy grounds?
It's possible. But honestly, not as likely as some hotshot trainee thinking it's a good idea.
That's happened before?
Yes.
More than I'd like to admit. Some trainees think that showboating their talents gets them a first-class ticket into the Wonderbolts. Nothing could be further from the truth, of course. And it's not always the tornado. Sometimes these hotheads will throw in thunderclouds, lightning jars, and cloud-generating equipment into the mix. Once, we had a nasty incident where a cadet thought she'd do everything she could to get ahead of the competition, including sabotaging the flight routine for the other recruits, putting herself ahead while endangering several spectators.
I have no idea who you are talking about.
I can tell you right off the bat. We don't tolerate that kind of behavior here.
What ends up happening to recruits who behave like that?
Nothing I can say in front of a pair of legal advocates.
That's one line of questioning I'm happy to let slide. I'm surprised nothing's been cleaned up by now. When did all of this happen?
Funny you should ask. It happened on the same day of Streamline's collapse.
Ah.
Before you...
Was she the one that made the Sunday know by any chance?
That's a
Having,
piece of evidence we need to keep in the back pocket here.
yeah, if she was getting nauseous and vomiting, it would make a lot of sense if she was inside a tornado.
Yeah.
You two arrived, I was nursing a couple suspicions of my own regarding this whole incident.
What are these suspicions?
We hadn't scheduled any obstacle course exercises while the tour was going on. Last thing I needed was someone crashing into civilians. So because of that, my best guess is that this was a prank.
I'm sorry, this might have been a prank?
Any of the recruits could have wanted to spook the ponies on that tour group. Then they'd swoop in and save them. It's typical glory hog behavior.
I know competition can really bring out the worst in ponies, but that's
going too far. There's a difference between pushing yourself as hard as you can and being reckless. And if being reckless ends up hurting some pony, then you're no Wonderbolt at that point.
Captain, who was hurt?
One of ours. A Wonderbolt named Fleetfoot. Another was a filly in the tour group. Kid named Sky High. I had the first responders write up a report. Here's a copy.
Tornado report.
When I find the pony who did this...
Spitfire, this can't just be a coincidence. Something that catastrophic happening on the same day as Streamline's collapse?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You were? Why?
Look, as a captain, you notice things. You can make connections between two flyers and see how together they'd probably make an awesome team. It carries over to when two events occur at the same time. You notice the connection. You can't fail to notice it. So I agree, this is far from just a coincidence. I can't imagine this much going wrong on the same day without some sort of link.
Did the police find anything to support that?
No.
Nope. Which just makes me even more frustrated. But that's why I wanted to bring you two over here.
You wanted to bring us here?
Hey, I read the papers. I heard what that detective Private Eye did. He sounds like a decent guy, so for him to go that far... I mean, look at it this way. I'm the captain of the Wonderbolts, but I also represent the Wonderbolts. If I act on my own, there's gonna be fallout for all of us. Same with Private Eye. Maybe he thought he was doing the right thing, but it's made trusting the police difficult.
And since we're not the police, since we're not ponies of authority...
You guys are my best chance of reliably figuring something out. And sometimes medals, titles, positions, and conflicting personal motives get in the way of that.
On that, we can at least agree. After the amount of evidence tampering I saw, I'd be hesitant to let any pony in authority near a crime scene.
Don't worry, Captain Spitfire. You can trust us to find out what really happened that day.
I better be able to. Otherwise, it's a one-way ticket back to Ponyville, you get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, you two take a look around. Keep watch from the air. If any pony tries to interrupt, I'll steer them clear.
That sounded like a close-up.
Anything seem off there?
You mean beyond the glare I was getting the whole time?
I'm serious. Did she say anything blatantly false or untrue? Did your magic stone detect anything?
Nope.
I'm not a lie detector. So
what magic stone?
Neither is my Makatama.
Felix has a magic stone. And he can detect if someone is hiding something.
Can still be tricked.
Wait. When did she receive that?
He received it in the human land.
Seemed
even
like an
before
object
coming
to
here.
normally be here, but all right. I have heard some weird things can occur in Phoenix Wright series, like prosecuting Mickey Mouse or something like that.
I mean, not Mickey Mouse, but definitely Parrot.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to imply anything.
To be honest, I'm more curious about what you think of her.
Huh? Me?
Your special talent is getting a good read on ponies, right? Does she seem like some pony we can trust? I'm sure we can go off that just fine.
My talent doesn't really work like that. I'm not beyond being deceived either.
Alright, I'll grant you that. But I saw you back in Spitfire's office. You knew what could really reach her. You knew she wouldn't sit back while Rainbow was in trouble. Give yourself some credit, Sonata. When you sense you need to do something, you do it.
I'm glad to see you haven't lost your touch for speeches.
Hmm.
Then, I think Captain Spitfire is some pony we can trust. She cares about the ponies under her watch.
That's the impression I got too. Feels nice being on the same page, huh? You want to write that down in your notebook?
If that was a joke, don't quit your day job, Mr. Wright.
He is very bad with
Let's
jokes.
see what we can
With
find.
jokes.
You're the boss.
If only I had the same optimism you do, Phoenix. But each step we take reminds me that we're running out of time. The way Spitfire was acting earlier in her office.
You know what?
I can't help
It just
but feel
occurred to
we're
me this is
living
the
in a
first time I've seen a primary defendant not be human in one of these cases.
Oh, the defenders, sorry, right? The defenders were always pony.
something deeper. I just hope we're not digging ourselves into a pit with no escape.
Oh, there she is! Hi! We were waiting for you, Equity.
It's not often you ask a favor of me. Why is that?
Two main reasons. One, you know that I won't mix business with pleasure.
I guess I was right. My father was going to Equity.
Okay, then he never finds business to be fun.
Yeah.
Yet you insist on deriving satisfaction from your work?
Of course I insist. If I were not satisfied with it, I could not do it day in and day out. But two, I know that the few I ask of you, you tend to grant, or at least consider. The latter is what I'm hoping from you, incidentally, for I have several I must ask.
That is not what your letter said when you were setting up this social call, and on such short notice, I might add.
You know me. Spontaneity is the spice of life, and I am, if nothing else, a master chef.
He actually sounds like some
Very well,
version of the Doctor I heard.
I mean, the Doctor sometimes sound like Sherlock Holmes. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can easily see a connection between those two.
They are both very eccentric figures.
Oh yeah, and very intelligent.
I mean,
And
probably no, Sherlock Holmes might be one of the Doctors. There's no denying the fact. There's no proof either, but...
Could be. Someone named Cumberbatch, who actually did play Sherlock at one time. I haven't seen that show, but he probably did a great job of it. He was once considered to be a newer generation for the Doctor, and I thought that sounded like a great idea.
Yeah.
It's too bad he didn't get that part. They really wanted him, but the opposition was going like, no, it has to be a black person or a lady or something like that. Something that's
different.
Yeah.
Something different.
Let's put it that way, sure.
These favors of yours.
The first is this. A mutual associate wrote to me, hoping I could speak to you on his behalf. It seems he's been trying to get in touch with you all week, yet you haven't answered any of his messages.
This
I know who it is.
mutual associate. You're aware of what he's done?
I am.
Then both you and he know exactly why I've chosen to ignore him.
Are you talking about the detective in the last case? Probably.
They probably are. That's what I'm thinking.
Believe me, no pony is more disappointed in him than I. That said, his letter struck a chord with me. He genuinely wants to do right by his friend. I can understand.
That trial was concluded, Detective. I would have nothing to do with issues of custody.
Ah, I thought you'd say something like that, which is why, before I came here, I wrote back saying not to expect a reply.
Then why did you bother to ask?
Because it makes sense to at least ask. At least there's a chance you give it a try. Right? Even if the chances are slim, there might be a miracle and you saying yes.
Or to test her reaction.
Yeah?
The nature of that case. What Turning Page did and how things turned out. Well, I thought it might resonate. Now then, to my second request. A certain Miss Trucy Wright would like...
Wait a second. 105. Okay. I have something I will we will get back to this later. Because there's 10 minutes left of this whole thing.
Okay.
to be the co-counsel of Mr. Apollo Justice for the upcoming Manhattan trial.
Ms. Trucy Wright. Phoenix Wright's daughter, yes?
The very same.
Surely you can see the absurdity of such a request. It's more sensible to ask a dragon to perform slam poetry in a coffee shop.
Well, you can ask one of them. Perform some poetry in a coffee shop. I don't remember his name, the one who was bullying Spike.
Oh, a bullying Spike?
Yeah. You know him, who I'm talking about, right?
Okay. The name's slipping me too, but I know he had red color and
Yeah.
kind of a yellow belly.
I can see him performing some poetry.
Garble.
Garble, yeah. And who knows? Some players might have some hidden talent as well.
Memory's interesting. You know, the name occurred to me when I was thinking of a phrase that actually was Spike that said to Garble. And he said it in a pretty nasty way. Nice to see you too, Garble.
Garble.
Stranger things have happened.
She is but a child, and I have received no request from Twilight Sparkle to provide a badge to this young girl. The impudence is astonishing.
You might say that she is just a child, but she is literally the one that is providing money to Phoenix Wright and Apollo to stay in their office. She is the breadwinner in the house. Because I have never seen any of the cases getting money from.
Well, as you say, she is a child. Would you hold a caterpillar accountable for not yet knowing how to fly?
You know I cannot grant this request. We have certain procedures for a reason, and I think it's reasonable of me to want them respected. But, if you would, instruct Ms. Wright that she'll need to send an official letter of request my way.
I shall be sure to do so, then.
I thought for a second that he would say that, oh, I have it right here. Made sure that she wrote it already. But no.
One more favor left, I take it? This is a rather extraordinary favor, even for you.
That looks like an autosave port to me.
And I mean that in every sense of the word. You're aware of its confidentiality?
But of course.
And you are aware that, as a member of the High Council...
So I was right. Pablo is a member of the council as well.
No, she's saying that Equity is.
No.
Wait.
She said that as a member of the council, you don't need permission either.
Right, okay. Didn't read the rest of that sentence.
You don't need my permission to view it. You can access it as much as you'd like.
The thought had indeed crossed my mind.
Then tell me, why do you ask?
Because I intend to use it in the...
I do not ask this for my sake, but on Mr. Justice's behalf. The information in that file could help him investigate Mr. Overall Concept's murder.
The case is foolproof. Even if that buffoon, Prince Blueblood, were to prosecute, Ms. Rarity's conviction is almost guaranteed.
So it would seem.
Then answer me this. Why should I give the defense this information at all? Why should I tip the scales in their favor, or in any side's favor, after all? That is not the job of the lawkeeper, detective. It never has been.
Is that so? Or have you forgotten, while you've stood here in your lonely, austere office, your predecessor, your mentor?
Who was it?
I'm not asking you to tip the scale in anyone's favor, except, I suppose, in favor of fairness itself. Giving that information to Mr. Justice will even the playing field. It will equalize power. Our differences and experiences aside, I'm sure we can both agree that it is also a duty of the lawkeeper.
Very well.
Thank you.
While we are on the subject of harsh truths, you should know. You were summoned as a key witness in the Wonderbolt Academy trial in Cloudsdale.
What were you doing in there?
Let's move on to the next sentence, find out.
So, I imagine you won't be able to deliver this file until afterwards.
What? Oh, fiddle-hooves and horse apples. The bureaucrats and their penchant for bad timing.
You needn't fret. I doubt you'll be there long. The prosecution is quite resolved, it seems.
Fine then. I shall make my way to the courtroom post-haste.
So I assume that this fight is going to get this autosave port in the last second when he will need it. Not in the trial. Because that's always the case.
Well, questioning Filio in the other case probably has to do with some other investigation you made in the past.
I could never forget him.
Nor I. History makes that hard for us. The world loves a fallen hero more than a vanquished villain, after all.
History can say what it wants, but rarely does it remember anything correctly. No matter what it thinks of him, I'll always remember who he truly was. Always!
I know you
Who
will.
are you talking about?
Now then, I must be off. Please.
Someone who is revered as a villain, as a hero. Sounds like.
Excuse me.
Of course. Take care, Philo.
More info, maybe? Give us a tidbit of information, please. A stamp. That tells me nothing. Equity from Lawkeeper. Ah. Unfortunately, I can't think of the name. Somebody who has a first name starting with R.
You said you had something you wanted to get back to? At the end of
Yes.
this?
And I will see if there's anything in the end. I'm using the sound because this one might be copyrighted. They have their own song.
Which means you can talk over it too, so go ahead.
I'm skipping ahead. Let's see if there's anything in the end. There's a song. Doesn't have to be loud. I'm still having all the information. Oh, they are singing. I thought they were just talking. You can check out this song on your own. On the actual video. And I will probably check it out as well.
That scene made it important to establish that everyone's eyes glow in the dark, including the humans.
Yep. Is this only? So this is the song. Okay. And there's nothing. Okay. I wanted to check one thing. This is how actually looks like. I might be misremembering. But doesn't her hair look the same as Activity?
I can't see that picture very well. You have your... It's in the upper corner of a screen that's in the upper corner.
I mean, you have the other screen as well. You can look at that one.
Okay.
It has the same streak in the hair. But there's a different cutie mark. Okay. Did we see Activity cutie mark? Or is she wearing armor fully? I mean, no, we are not seeing her cutie mark. At all. Yeah, we don't see her cutie mark. Have we seen it in the earlier episode? I don't remember that either. So, for now, my theory says that this might be the missing sister right here.
Yeah, possible.
And that might be why she was so short. The final act for the report. Why is it so personal? Okay, so we have two cases here. One of them is the old case, which they got a new evidence, a letter that we have not seen, that ties directly into the case and makes her the killer. We have no idea about that because we haven't seen the evidence. We found the wire and we found the picture, that's all. On the other hand, we have the Wonderbolt Academy, where they called Rainbow Dash for poisoning in, while we have the evidence that it was not poisoning. So that is an operational case. We don't have to worry about that one. We might have to worry about the tornado, but because that could be a fault of Rainbow Dash.
It's
Yeah,
meta
done that
knowledge here.
before.
But since there's 5 or 6 episodes, I doubt it's going to be that simple. But I'll keep an eye on that one. See if the other thing is the fact there's 2 cases here. Maybe one of them really is simple because the other one's very complicated.
I mean, knowing Phoenix Wright, they are always in the team of Phoenix Wright as well. If there are 2 or more cases, they are always intertwined. I mean, there is a reason why they mentioned the 2 sisters here. And why we found a vial in overcrossed's blood, which I said that might have contained poison. But that would make no sense because overcrossed is dead for a long while now. And the one about herself just collapsed not too long ago. There is a lot of information missing in the month.
That's what I'm expecting from the first episode.
I mean, this is the second episode. The first episode when they were trying to get information out of Rainbow Dash.
At this point, I don't think the show is revealing enough evidence to give you a fair chance to make a definite conclusion on exactly what happened and why.
Yeah, we may not get every information at all.
I think the proper frame of mind at this point of the story is just collect the evidence and hold it in our back pocket without judging it too much. I mean, we could toss a few theories around for now, but and we have. But I don't think we're going to get solid answers until we'll see further along the story when new evidence is presented that's not even being presented right now.
I think there's also 2 things here.
I'm expecting more testimonies to be revealing more stuff too as the story goes on.
Yeah. Wait, I found 3 things here. First of all, 1, there are 2 cups of tea right here. Who was visiting her before Philo came in? I'm pretty sure this was not offered to Philo. Somebody else was here. Second of all, here's a picture frame on the desk as well. I wanna see what is framed in. Hopefully it's not the same picture as probably it is the same picture as this one. Would be so.
Good eye for the teacups. I have to commend you for that one.
And there is a book called A Lucky Fast Guide to Computers.
Computers? It
says that? Yeah.
Okay, they got that. Then maybe scanners is not that far off. For barcodes.
And then how to avoid something. I can say that, and that's really small. Tools, cautious, something. Yeah, I will not be able to read that. But I'm confused about the computers here.
I'm a little confused. I saw video games in the Quest Your World once that Button Mesh was playing at an arcade. That's a computer.
Yeah. But we have not seen personal computers. From all I know. But on the other hand, they have the law from the human world, so they might have about computers as well.
I actually got something for you that you might be able to play. In fact, I don't think it's even copyrighted, so you can record if you want to. About the video game that Button Mash was playing. Let's see if I can find it. I wonder if you've seen it.
see if you can
Anyway.
find. I mean, if you can, then we can say those later after the game ended. But yeah, my starting point. Yeah, it seems like they are gonna give us any all the information at least on the trial. And we still have 2 more episodes that are already up. And so when we are gonna continue. What?
Yeah, that makes sense. I can understand that.
Also, going back to game news again, this doesn't even make sense. If she had done this the day before she collapsed, then it wouldn't do anything. And on the day she collapsed, she didn't think at all. Oh my god, I got it. I got it why she collapsed and vomited and everything.
What's that?
She has low blood sugar. That's why she is making grave news all the time after training. That's a well-known illness for a lot of people. But when they are moving a lot, if they are moving a lot, they have to take or eat something. Otherwise, they will just collapse on the spot.
Alright. Yeah, I found it. It's actually only 40 seconds long. Let me bring it over, pop it over here. But anyway, this video I'm about to show you is in relationship to the subject of computers in Equestria. And one example that showed up. Right, so get back to your video. We can play that together.
So
don't
what?
hear it.
You don't hear it because it's missing at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So supposedly this is the game that Button Mash is playing.
It's usually a side scroller.
Okay, here we go. Get ready. I'm ready.
This one's too young.
Huh? What? No! 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 Sweetie
It is really bad fault.
6 hours wasted.
I know that feeling.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, do you remember that scene where Sweetie popped in and said that comment?
No.
Okay, that was the time when they were trying to find a romantic partner for their teacher, Shirley. And they were wondering about all kinds of styles. They're like, but this one's too young, this one's too old.
Oh yeah.
Well, they took one of those scenes and they showed what from Button Mash's perspective what happened to him, and what happened when he got distracted from his game.
I mean, this is a game that you can stop either. You cannot pause.
But anyway, my point is that episode proved that there were video games exist in that world. Therefore, computers do too.
Yeah. I was just not expecting it.
Yeah. And apparently barcodes also exist, and probably scanners
I mean,
for that.
if computers exist, then it would make sense why they have barcodes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a new invention. I mean, as I said, they do have the judgment system from the Himaland. Goes over.
Another thing on a related topic I've seen was a clip of a video of two AIs talking to each other. One was on a cell phone, one was on the computer. One was trying to get tickets for a hotel, according to its request, and they both AIs started realizing that they're talking to AIs, and all of a sudden they switched to some kind of static language.
Yeah, because it's faster. I've seen that or heard all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my microphone just kind of, but that's fine. And so, this video, as long as it was 1 hour, it became 2.5 hours. I thought that would happen. But
yeah.
It's an reaction video. Obviously we have reactions, right? We talk in between. And we can't submit theories. But it didn't give us much to go on. They were hiding a lot of information. Preparing for the next episode, I would say.
Yep.
But we will find out. Yeah.
I look forward to it. As insofar as when we could probably go ahead and put this video to a close.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. And once again, check out the original video. The link is down below. They deserve all the love for all the effort that they are being went through.
Maybe you can add this video to the description too.
Yeah.
One we just watched.
But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye bye.